Okay, and we are live. Hey guys, this is John. Welcome to another Banter Blitz. It is Sunday, October 20th, 2019. I am going to be taking your challenges for the next hour and a half. Blitz challenges, please. 3 and 5 minute. You can throw in an increment if you want. Although I think the straight up 3 or 5 minutes is a little better, makes it more competitive. Although I did lose a game last time, so I shouldn't say that necessarily. But it could help you guys in your efforts to flag me if I get distracted by the chat in particular, which is a distinct possibility. So, greetings to everyone on YouTube, Twitch, Chess24, and Facebook. Hope you guys are all doing well. Let's see how many challenges I have so far. 11, it looks like. And let's start down at the bottom. Magsy Bogues? Is Magsy Bogues there? I guess not. Good, because he's 2665. So let's go with Kramnik student. I can't accept him as well. Maybe I need to refresh. 1 second, guys. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to actually abort this game against Casper. There we go. And now I should be able to take these challenges. Okay, Magsy Bogues it is. Good luck. I'll be keeping my eye on the chat. Hello to Chemiker1, Cronniss McBasketball, Popturn, Galactic. Hello, Kaz. Hopefully my opponent is here. Great start to the session, right? Okay, I'm going to abort this one. Let's see who else we got. Kramnik student should be there. Okay, Kramnik student, good luck. Opening with d4, 5-minute game, a little more relaxed. Let's play Queen's Gambit. The Slav. All right, let's play Knight f3. And assuming Knight f6, I'm feeling like doing something a bit different than usual. Let's play Queen c2. This line used to be popular a few years ago. Okay, e6, very solid move. And let's play e3. You can also go for knight bd2 and try for e4, but I'll play it like a QGD for now. Let's go rook d1. Try to wait for a moment to develop the light square bishop. Maybe I can get him to take on c4, and I can take with the bishop and play bishop a2, bishop b1. I actually saw that in a Kramnik game one time, and I really like that maneuver for white. But he is being stubborn. Let's play bishop e2 now. I don't see a really useful move. Maybe I could have played h3 there. Not sure about a5. Somehow I don't like that move. It doesn't seem as flexible as you would like. Hello, CPK. Galactic asks, are you following IOM? Caruana winning again. Yes, I've been following the Isle of Man tournament. Very exciting. Very crowded leaderboard up at the top. Last I checked, Magnus was trying to grind a win with queen against rook and bishop. Although it looked like he was winning smoother a little earlier, but he didn't manage to lay the hammer down. So Magnus is beating David Anton, is that correct? Incidentally, David Anton, who's having a phenomenal tournament, is my opponent in our upcoming round 1 matchup for the Banter Blitz Cup on Chess24. I think we'll be playing sometime early next month, because he has a very busy tournament schedule. He's playing Isle of Man, of course, which is about to wrap up, and then I think he's playing something else. Okay, knight f6. So I'm going to put the queen back on c2 in anticipation of knight e4 or knight d5. And basically just ask black how he's going to develop. Maybe b6, bishop b7 is reasonable here. I could still go for this bishop a2 to b1 plan. Play c5. That seems like it should lose something. Bishop b5, bishop d7. Maybe that's acceptable. Okay, well, Yeah, it creates this hole on b5, but I don't know exactly how I'm going to take advantage of that. Remains to be seen. Let's play bishop a2. I'll drop back and then take with the knight. So can I keep a little something here, or is it just roughly equal? Queen b3 might run into e5. So not sure about that one. Okay, I'm just going to try to play a helpful move here, h3. Assuming he plays rook c8, maybe queen e2. I don't think I have much here, though. Magnus is winning against Matlikov. Okay. Yeah, Hikaru having a good tournament. Okay, queen e2. So maybe I can plant this knight on b5. Threaten knight d6. Try to force black to play bishop takes b5. That would at least give me a slight imbalance to work with, a bishop versus a knight. Wow, 5 minute is such a luxurious time control compared to 3 minute. I just played a 3 minute session last week, or technically this week, earlier this week, and it did not go so well. I have not been playing a lot of online blitz recently. Okay, so here, now e5 followed by bishop b5 could be a threat. I think this is a good move. Maybe queen f3? Queen f3 might run into e5, however. e5, knight f5, e4. So I'm not sure about that one. Knight b3 looks kind of awkward. It would hit the queen and hit the pawn on a5, but I don't like it. It actually runs into bishop b5, so that's no good. The struggle to find a good move. How about bishop here? Yeah, I feel like the bishop's not doing much on this diagonal anymore, so let's reposition it. If e5 played knight f5, bishop b5, I can meet with bishop d3 at that point. Or can I? Ooh, that might run into tactical problems too. Okay, well, he didn't play e5. Queen f3, e5. Still issues. Could play f4, but f4 looks a bit wrong. Creates a weak pawn on e3. I'm just going to go here. Hello, Miktal. Good to see you. 67% more luxurious this time control. Yes, that is correct, Kaz. Fully agree with that. Okay, bishop a4, kind of a probing move. I don't want to play b3 because that creates a weakness on a3. By the way, do you guys know the tiebreaker situation for Isle of Man? Because I'd say there's one round left in the tournament. There's a pretty good shot it will end in a tie of some sort. Okay, queen b6. Got to watch that time a little bit, right? I'm cramped here. I don't like it. Let's play knight f3. Then queen takes d2. No tiebreak? Okay, interesting. If knight d5, I guess I'll play queen d4. hitting the queen, hitting the bishop, so likely there'll be a trade. Okay, and if I can get on the c-file, or maybe play on rook c8, bishop e4, and try to trade the bishop for the knight on d5, I might get a little something to work with. Maybe a little something. Ooh, okay. This situation I will take. Let's expand over here now. Push up the board. Good knight on d4. Not winning anything as of yet, of course, but let's try to clamp a little bit. Play h4 after this. So you're going to go b5, b4. Looks like it. Okay. Now can I walk my king up to e5? That's a potential plan. I've got things more or less stabilized, so I'm going to try to do that. King is a fighting piece. Be rook c2 next. There's no mate threats. Rook c2, rook c7 looks potentially threatening in many cases. Now let's force the trade. Because with this pawn dropping off, this feels dominating. You can't really move. Get my king into f6 next. Watch out for the a3 move, though. Always got to watch out for a3. Okay. Kramnik student, tough fight. That was a turning point in the endgame where I was able to take your knight on d5, because you had a bit more time at that point, but practically speaking, this is a tough position to play for black. I was trying to grab space. But I liked your play in the middle game. I was a little skeptical of a5 and even c5 later, but I think you made it work. I think you were totally fine. So thank you for the game. All right, who's up next? Onam. Let's go. 3+2. Yep, my pleasure. Gotta love Big Vlad. Hey, Fuxia. Also, hello to Duck and Dan Soames on Twitch. And hello to all the YouTube viewers as well. Motor Manek, hello. Ganesh, hello. Let's play e6, Semislav. Hello, Victor. And Reed? Yes, Reed, you caught me live. Oh, man. All right, let's play the craziness here. Let's see how much Onam knows about the Botvinnik variation. I used to know these lines. My memory's a little shaky, but not usually a line you want to go into if your memory is shaky. These lines have been really well worked out with the engine. Okay, knight takes g5 was the main move there. Does black play knight h5 here or knight d5? I feel like it's knight h5. Be trying to go after this dark square bishop. Bishop g3 is possible, but I think not considered too highly by current theory. A perennial question for black with this type of pawn structure, as you saw in the Carlsen versus Matlikov game today, is where does black put their king? Because you push so many pawns on both sides of the board that your king often doesn't have a truly good home. Okay, here, if white plays knight takes g5, it's very important I can play knight takes g3 in between move. Because otherwise, white would be taking on h5 after that. a4, okay. I think usually you want to meet this with a6, so let's do that. I'll keep b4 in mind as well, but I'm just going to stabilize this chain for the time being. Oh, hello, Frankly Frank. Sorry I didn't say hello to you. Okay, knight e4. Gotta cover f6. I think now might... No, if I take on g3, he can play knight f6. So let's go here. But what if he takes on g5 at this point? Is it good now for him to do that? Because if I take, he takes the h-pawn. And because there's another knight here, I can no longer win the piece back. I think knight f takes g5 was strong there. So I'm happy to see knight back to d2. Yeah, let's take now. Gotta watch f6 and d6, though. Imperative to do so. c5 seems like a thematic move at this point. Let's do it. Open this light square bishop. And if he takes with the pawn, I'm going to play bishop takes c5. It was a sharp game. Can also play knight takes e5, can't I? Knight takes e5 might be even better. Cut the Gordian knot. I think I like that better. Didn't realize that was a possibility until now, but... Then my knight is within striking distance of d3. His knight coming to f6 isn't as fearsome now. It won't ever be supported by the pawn on e5. Gives me a little bit better control of f3. Any of you guys play the Semi-Slav out there? What variation do you like to play against bishop g5, just out of curiosity? Cambridge Springs, the Botvinnik variation. Do you like to play h6, Moscow, anti-Moscow? Okay, f4. I think knight d3 check makes sense here. Although, if I take with the queen, I am allowing knight f6. I can also take f4 first. Let's do that first. Yeah, I'm going to play check and then take with the queen, and I'll just allow knight f6, because I think after king e7, I should be fine. And I am threatening his knight on e4 twice now. Bishop takes e4 is the threat. And if I get a chance here, castling queenside would be a nice way to coordinate, I think. Galactic likes to play the anti-Botvinnik Moscow accepted. That's a mouthful. An amalgamation of various lines. Win-loss likes the Cambridge Springs. Yeah, I kind of like the Cambridge Springs as well. That's usually what I play in Blitz in particular. I actually played the Cambridge Springs against Wesley So one time. I played him twice over the board. And one of the games was a Cambridge Springs. He used to play a little bit here in Minnesota, the state I live in one of our local events every year, so I got to play him a couple times. And he pretty handily defeated me in the Cambridge Springs. Let's take here. Creative. Let's play... Let's play bishop d3. Just a blocking move. Block white's play down this file. And now... So queen d5, maybe knight e5 is a bit annoying. So I think just take f4 with check. And then I'm going to castle queenside next move. At long last. Knight e5. Okay, bishop g6 looks almost decisive here. Double attack on the queen and also d2. He is very pinned at this point. So let's just coordinate. Take here, because now this is defended sufficiently. All right, Onam, thanks for the game. I do believe knight f takes g5 was possible here. I think knight e4 that you played on the previous move was a good move. But yes, had you continued with this, I might be in a bit of trouble because let's say knight takes g3, pawn takes, and again, this is the key point I was explaining during the game. I can't play queen takes g5 anymore, and h takes g5 drops the rook on h8. So your knight is very handy supporting that capture. So thanks for the game. Okay, who's up next? Allisdoh. Man, we have some good players here in Banter Blitz. You guys do not let up. 2580. Let's do it. All right, knight f3. Good luck, Allisdoh. John, what do you play against one knight f3? I almost always play d5, Fuxia. Yeah, pretty much stick to that move. If you play d4, d5 as black, it's relatively easy to meet knight f3 with d5 if you don't want to worry about too many independent lines. And if you're a Slav player, you can even meet c4 with c6. I often do that as well. All right. This is a very old variation. Should I try to maneuver for that d5 square? I think I will. I may not succeed, but this looks like a funny move, but it's a standard way to try to clamp down on the d5 square. Knight c2 to e3, get multiple pieces in range of that square. So black can't push d5. Because d6 is a backward pawn. You like playing the ready. Knight f3, d5, c4. Yeah, in that position, I always feel like after c4 on move 2, I always feel like d4 is the best move for black, but I never play it. I almost always play c6. All right, knight e3. I played the white side of this position once against Grandmaster Nick DeFermian, and it ended in a draw. I wasn't able to put too much pressure on him. F4. Okay. Let's jump. And I wonder if he's just going to try to pawn storm me. G5, H5, G4, H4. John, what do you play against G4? Against G4, I like playing E5. And then I try to play knight E7, knight G6, and prove that H4 and F4 are weak squares. Sounds kind of ridiculous, but then again, G4 is a ridiculous move, so you can do that. Hello, RPG in the YouTube chat. Long time no see, RPG. I know I have not been streaming on my personal Twitch channel lately. I'm doing a video project for Chessable right now. That's one thing that's been keeping me fairly busy. I'm doing the videos for 100 endgames you must know. So I am deep in the endgame weeds at the moment. Okay, E3. E3 is possible. Might be good to play it because I don't like that knight sticking around for too long, with black having F3 options hanging over my head. I mean, black still might play F3 here, but I think after bishop H1 I should be fine. Actually, F3, maybe I should insert knight takes E7 and then bishop to H1. Very importantly, E2 is guarded in that case. Otherwise, knight E2 would be embarrassing. Okay, knight E6. Take and knight D5, definitely possible. I think I might go with that, although it does encourage his queen to go to F7. Maybe B4 instead. What about knight E4? Does that make any sense? Now let's play B4. Try to get some play going. Initially, I thought knight takes E7, queen takes E7, knight D5, but I wasn't liking queen F7 with the idea of F3 again. I gotta watch this pawn advance. I don't want it shutting my bishop completely out. Why rook B1? Well, rook B1 to get off of this long diagonal the dark square bishop for black currently occupies, and it also facilitates this move I just played, b4. Frankly Frank on YouTube says, my daughter freaked out when she heard you say hello to me. Hello to Frankly Frank's daughter. Cold Ice Penguin says, just listen to your Perpetual Chess podcast. Very nice talk. Hope to see you there again soon, John. Thanks. Yeah, check out Perpetual Chess if you guys are interested in a great chess podcast. There's not too many chess podcasts out there, period. But Ben Johnson does a great job. He's had so many guests on at this point. It's been a while since I was on, but yeah, it was nice talking to him. Okay, rook b8. So likewise, black's trying to get out of this long diagonal. Okay, what to do about this tension? My dark square bishop is not really participating. Looking at moves like queen h5, or, yeah, again, taking and knight d5. Something like that. Knight e4 makes a decent amount of sense here, too. I'm going to try that. Attacking g5, although it is defended by the knight. Also putting pressure on c5. And I'm thinking if black ever plays knight takes d5 now, I can take with a pawn and drive that knight from e6, where it's usefully defending those two pawns. When's the last time I had attempted a GM norm? My last GM norm eligible tournament was over a year ago. Probably about a year and a half ago, actually. It's been a while. Okay, do I take now? He's going to take with the d pawn, I think, clearly. Maybe queen h5 is appropriate here. Hopefully my queen doesn't get trapped somehow. But let's try to attack g5. Maybe he can just play h6, I don't know. Plays knight g6 instead, okay. Yeah, definitely possible. Bishop h3 now, maybe? Just to further lean on him here. Looks interesting. Let's do it. Threatening bishop takes e6, bishop takes e6, knight takes g5. And now h6 is not playable for black because the knight drops. So I feel I'm getting some pressure here. As the clock times dwindle. Christian asks, does he play newbies like me as well, or is it mostly 2,000 plus? It's anyone with a premium membership, Christian. So yeah, feel free to challenge me if you have premium, which looks like you do. There just happens to be a lot of, 2,000 plus opponents. The bar is set very high here, but I'm playing everyone. You see Onam was 1,400. I just played Onam. I don't know what black should play here, to be honest. I think this is a tough position. Okay, so he, I think, is just going to give me the g5 pawn. Take, bishop takes, knight takes, and then knight f8 or something? Doesn't look great, though. So, of course, I got to take him up on this. Yeah, has to play knight f8. Now, probably just harvest this, huh? Or, well, yeah, I should probably take it. And then I'll take f4, I think. I don't think I care about rook h6. It's not really a threat. And let's play maybe queen g4. Looking good here. Take, open up the attack on the rook. Okay. Let's play Queen back to h5. And on bishop takes e5, maybe bishop f4. Finally develop. Nothing was traded for the first 17 moves in this game, and then all of a sudden we had a bunch of trades. Let's take here. This presents him with a bit of a problem, I think. Take here. Push. And now maybe just bishop e5. Nice way to ensure rook takes g3 is never working or anything. Just pin him. And he has no time. Okay. Allisdoh, thanks for the game. Yeah, so I think you probably needed to play h6 instead of knight g6. Where was that? Is it this move? Yeah, right when I played queen h5. Feels like h6 is a sturdier defense. And then you will have succeeded in putting all of your pawns on dark squares, playing checkers here. But yeah, that looks like the best way to just reliably protect g5. So I think after bishop h3, the pressure is too great here. Maybe you can throw in a capture on e3 somewhere and try to use the d4 or f4 squares or trade down the f-file, but I don't know. Thank you for the game. Okay, who's up next? Kaz. Let's do it, my friend. Kaz says, John expects the same hard work from his fans as he puts in himself. Your computer fan is working hard? Yes. Yes, it is. Okay, let's play knight f6. I guess I'll try to play a Benko Gambit. I've kind of sworn off this opening for tournaments, but I still dabble with it online. Queen c2. Okay, let's play bishop g7. And now I shall take. If e5, knight takes d5. And we'll play this structure. This I don't mind for black. Bishop a6 coming. Trade the bishops. Jan was sour yesterday. Sorry to hear that. Was he having a bad day? Knight d7. This just holds up any e5 attempt. Although I'm not sure why I played this knight, not the other knight. Just instinctively, I'm trying to maneuver this knight elsewhere. Okay, bishop f4. Yeah, he's playing some good no-nonsense chess here. It was not a good idea by me to play this knight to d7. But let's try to mix it up. Okay, queen b6. Yeah, because e5 is definitely pesky here. Maybe it's not so bad that yet, though. I'll just play knight a6. Okay, rook b1. What if I play rook b8 now? Kind of gives white a green light to play e5, huh? Yeah, e5 might be coming here. You hate to play f6. F6 is almost a move you never want to play in this setup. Can I play e5 myself? Looks a little shaky. e5, pawn takes, and I'd be hitting the bishop. But I'm very skeptical of that. Okay, I'm going to play knight c7. Just try to play it solid. And no e5. He's messing with me. Does he want bishop h6 now? Okay, that I would not mind. So let's just play rook b8. Never interrupt your opponent when they're making a mistake. Well, this might not be a mistake, but not something I was particularly scared of. Okay, here f6 might be more acceptable, although knight g5 splat could be annoying. So let's play this back. Endgame should be good for black here. If I play queen b4, for instance, and we trade queens. I like the pressure I get down the b file. Hello, Andy is Yoda. Also, Bruno Rolla. I'm doing great. How are you guys doing? Okay, rook there. At this point, I might play that f6 move I've been alluding to, because it doesn't lock in my dark square bishop anymore. Knight g5 is not working for white, whereas previously with my king on g7, that would have been awkward. Yeah, I like this position now. No easy play for white. No pawn breaks to speak of. Do I accept 5-minute games? Yes, I do. You can challenge me to 5. I feel like something like b3 is useful for white. White almost always has to play that move sooner or later. Let's play queen here. As I said, endgame's pretty good for black. Rook takes b4, I'd be hitting the pawn, preparing to double. Clive the Red Devil asks, why did he not play knight f8, the move before he did? If bishop takes e6, then knight e6, the knights defend each other. Oh, you must have been asking about the last game. Ah, yeah, that was about the last game. Queen c4, strange. So I could trade. I could initiate that trade. But I want to keep some tension. I'm going to go here. Just prepare to triple. The reverse Alekine's gun with the queen leading. Time. So I'm trying to encourage him to trade on my terms here. Yeah, let's double again. Or triple. Thank you, Julio. He says, hey, John, I just checked out your YouTube channel because of this. It's really good. Thank you. Yeah, there's over 1,500 videos on there. I've been posting since, I believe, 2014. A lot of content. Thanks for checking it out. Okay, when the opponent's getting low on time, you want to keep the position complicated. So, going against my nature, I'm not going to trade queens. Yet, at least. Okay, now this could be a tricky move for him to meet, because if pawn takes, I have rook b2. Which wins material. So you want to confuse your opponents. Rook takes b3, banks a pawn. Also have something like knight c5. Knight b6 to threaten rook c8, but I think I'm going to bank the pawn. Queen c7, I can play queen b7. Okay, now we'll take, because I can plant this knight on c5, attack this pawn. Very annoying for him. Very, very annoying. Let's take. He's going to get a little counterplay here. Can I play check and then f5? Or f5 first? Let's play f5 first. I have a plan. If f3... Ooh, maybe it doesn't quite work, though. Okay, I'm going to go here. Try to keep the a-pawn for now. He's getting some good counterplay, though. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this guy. Have to try to win a 4 versus a 3. Look to attack G2, if possible. Attack his knight. Now knight E3 is coming. Check, and I'm going to win G2. Little windmill idea. Oh, don't go there, John. That would be a very bad move. Let's solidify things. What would Magnus do in this endgame? He would not drop H7. I'm pretty confident. I'm still giving him H7. Ooh, okay. Now this might be trouble for him. Take. And I win the knight. Kaz. Tough game, man. Yeah, well played. Think you scramble for counterplay nicely after you lost the pawn on the queen side. Rook E2 was good. Yeah, Rook E2. I think I was seeing ghosts here. I thought I could play something like knight G3, Rook takes E7, Rook C1 check. I wanted to go for some sort of mating net like this. And then F4, nail the knight to G3 and threaten Rook H1 mate. But I think the issue is he's going to play King F2 instead. That's why I bailed on this line. Although actually I could still do this, couldn't I? Because I'm threatening Rook F1 mate. White could play Rook E1. Still a fight. But yeah, I think you should have gone for E5, Kaz. You were all prepared to do that, and you never pulled the trigger. So, like right here, for instance, after I played knight C7, I see no reason why you can't just push through the center. E5 is thematic. But thanks for the game. Who's up next? Galactic, 2588. Let's do it. Okay, let's play D4 again. E6, very flexible move. I will play a Tory attack. Now let's play C3. And E4, take the center. I like to do this. I've played this in a tournament game before. Take, bishop b4, check, knight c3 is how it went. Mark Hebden is the master in this line. English grandmaster. Good GM to look up if you want to learn how to play d4 sidelines. Tory, Barry attack, lines like that. Ooh, do I have an opportunity for e5 followed by bishop e4? I mean, I guess he can always play knight c6, huh? Maybe not too big of a deal. I can play knight bd2 and just see how he reacts. Now let's play e5. e5 looks so thematic here. Open the bishop, do it with tempo. Yeah, now let's try to direct this knight into e4. Or possibly c4. Like if he plays bishop b7, maybe I play knight c4 so he can't take my knight. Kaz says, I had not played that line for some time, so I was a bit sketchy on the ideas. Yeah, you played it great. I think you executed it just fine. If you had played for e5, even better. Thank you, Vishva Fire. Appreciate you tuning in. Fonza Curry says, John, if I ever organize Super Swiss like Isle of Man, I will invite you. Man, you need a chance. Thank you. It would have been cool to play Isle of Man, but there are some very deserving players who made it in the field over me. I actually didn't even register or try to play, but okay, take or knight f. Yeah, take and then knight e4 probably. Or can I do something with bishop e4, knight c4? Feels like bishop e4 almost wins something. Bishop e4 followed by knight e5, queen a4. Man, there's so many ways I can pressure him here. There's like a billion tempting moves in this position. Bishop e4, knight c6, knight e5, bishop b7. Oh, queen f3 looks deadly there. Hits f7 and hits c6 twice. But you can play knight takes e5 at that point. That's a shame. All right, well, let's just play this first, and then we'll go from there. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to play this. Anyways. Knight c6, knight e5, bishop e7. Queen f3, knight takes e5 is holding for him somehow. Knight e5 followed by taking on... Or followed by knight c4 maybe? Or knight c4 here? Where is the win? I could also just play queen a4 after knight e5. Again, he plays rook c8. Somehow holding. Okay, let's do this. Even knight e5 and then taking on g6 type ideas. Okay, go here. Now he should play bishop b7 pretty quickly and just put me under pressure here to find a good move. Oh man, so many tempting moves here. Even still, but I can't find a really great one. Let's play queen f3. Has to be done. I think I'm going to take it with the pawn on e5. It's not much, though. Maybe knight takes keeps more pressure. Let's play knight takes. Change my mind. Hitting the rook in the corner. So, yeah, it has to do something like that. It's castle now. Somehow the initiative just kind of fizzled, guys. Let's play f4. I have nothing here. Let's go here. Okay, take the file. I'll still try to make this tactically tricky for him somehow. Doesn't have a whole lot of time. There is increment, though. Let's go knight c6. Dare him to play something like bishop takes d4. a7 is hanging. My time is also not great. Let's go like this. Guess I have to take now. This is not great, though. I will tell you that. Oh, boy. Oh, I can take. Queen's defended, fortunately. Yikes. I'm okay with the draw. All right, Galactic, thanks for the game. Yeah, definitely you're better in the final position, but both sides getting low on time. I thought I had something in the opening, but it was not to be. This is one of these positions where you just want to think about it for like 5 to 10 minutes and find the win, but I was unable to find the win. There may not be one, strictly speaking, but yeah, black has no development here. I don't know. You guys have any suggestions at this stage? It felt correct to do this, but always there's some sort of defense for black. Mainly thanks to this knight takes e5 resource, because as I was saying, I was going to play knight e5 here to crank up the pressure on the knight, but here queen f3 hits f7, hits the knight, but again, knight takes e5, hitting my queen. Hello, Pawn Stormtrooper. Yep, thanks for the game, Galactic. All right, let's play Popturn next. Good luck. Erlance, you can challenge me. My username is just John Bartholomew. So you can challenge me here. You are premium. Okay. Smithmore Gambit time, c3. Yes, indeed. I'm going to decline the Gambit. No fun for white. If you want to play an Alpine Sicilian, you can play knight f6 on move 3 after c3 if you want to decline it that way. Also perfectly viable. Okay, let's play g6 followed by bishop g7. I have seen some games where if white's knight lands on c3, black will play bishop takes c3 check, just double up the pawns. I think that might be a good blitz weapon. So I may do that. Yeah, like I could play that here. It's interesting. Let's try it. d6. So trying to argue that these are long-term weaknesses. Now, if I play knight f6, white can play bishop h6, so it might be better to try to force white to go passive with their bishop first. Like a bishop d2, let's say. Yeah, because I really don't want to take now because of bishop b2, so that's ruled out. Let's play bishop g4. Just trying to delay the development of this knight for a bit. John, why did the short and sweet Sveshnikov on Chessable disappear? Well, I know Christoph is making one right now, so that's probably why. Yeah, he has a Sveshnikov course coming out. Okay. Is it time to play knight f6? And just develop? I think it is. I'm still not thrilled about taking this pawn on c3, so I'm not going to do it. Looks too risky. Now I have a Jinji Indian without the c-pawn. Looks very odd, says Fuxia. Yeah, it's an interesting setup, right? These positions pretty much obligate white to play actively to try to punish black. Because if white's play slows down, much like in the Jinji, black's often very happy. Yeah, like bishop d2, I do not mind seeing that move at all. Looks a bit passive. Okay, knight e5, queen e2. Not really seeing anything that from the trade. Could just castle now. I think I'm going to take that opportunity. And play b6. Rook b5, I think I can grab on a2. Maybe could have played queen takes a2, although he has bishop h6 at that point. So here, dare I love grabbing pawns, so I'm going to do it. And now knight e5, maybe? Yeah, let's play this. Attack white's queen. And maybe rook f c8 after this. Although sacking the exchange is not even the worst thing in the world. But rook f c8, I'd be attacking c4 a few times. King looks safe enough here. Okay, now I can take d3 and play queen takes c4, which looks pretty nice. I feel like white almost has to play something like e5 here to have any sort of chance. Because queen takes d3, queen takes c4. If you trade to queens, probably just losing. Yeah, let's play knight e4. Hop back, take on d6, attack the rook. I have knight f5 ideas. Knight f5, bishop g5, f6 wins a piece. Okay, I can play rook c6 and then block on g6 if he lifts his rook. That looks like a no-nonsense way to play it. Let's do it. This will force a trade. Bishop g5, f6. All right, Popturn, thanks for the game. Yeah, so these positions, as I was saying during the game, can be tough to handle for white. I was looking at a student's game where he played the white side of this line where black did take on c3. I think white even delayed the development of knight c3 further in that game. I'm pretty sure my student did something like castles and black played d6, trying to delay knight f6. And then at some point this did happen and black eventually won. I feel like bishop d2 on move 13 is probably the wrong approach. Like I think you have to play something like bishop h6, try to prevent me from castling, keep my king stranded in the middle. Thank you for the game. Who's up next? Conti Yellow. Oh, I think I just went out of order. Cronniss, you were up next. I'm sorry about that. But we're playing Conti Yellow. And then I'll get to you. Okay. Knight f3. Should I go Tory again? Let's play this annoying move. I feel like this move annoys Benoni players. That's just my personal theory. Queen b6. Interesting. A very early queen b6. I mean, knight bd2 maybe? Trying to go to c4 or maybe even playing e4. Okay, he's going to go there. Let's fianchetto this bishop. See what that leads to. I might have to take on c5 though, like if he plays knight c6. We'll see. A4? Looks interesting. Let's do it. Oh, thanks, Galactic. He says your streams are calming and entertaining at the same time. Except when we're time scrambled together, right? Okay, queen b3 now, perhaps? I would like to use the b file somehow. Let's actually take here and play knight b3. I'm giving him 2 center pawns to 1, but I want this bishop to come out rapidly. Maybe create some problems. Yeah, for sure, Christian. Are you there on the challenges? There you are. Hopefully I can get to you. I'm going to be streaming for another half hour here. Okay, so I succeeded in making the queen go all the way back to d8. But now what? Let's go knight here because I want to use this b5 square, so I'm thinking just park this knight on b5. Fortunately, black can't play e5 here. That would be a fork. Vishva Fire on Twitch says, have you discussed the Smith-Morrow with I am Esserman, John? Yes, I have. Yeah, and he sent me a signed copy of his Smith-Morrow book several years ago. It was cool. Let's go knight b5, because he's trying to threaten e5. His d5 pawn is a little bit loose. And here, I'm threatening to do something on c7. I feel like he's just losing a pawn now. Well, maybe not. Maybe his knight's going to go to f6 again. But if knight f6, maybe bishop g5? Or bishop c5? Bishop c5, rook e8, knight d6. Interesting. He's got a lot of pieces in the starting blocks here. Yeah, I feel like bishop c5, rook e8, knight d6 would be the principled way to try to punish him. But I like this one better. Just trying to go after d5. If bishop e6, I'm going to play knight c5. Full pressure on the 5th rank. Hit the bishop, hit b7. Ooh, I can take b7. Is my knight getting trapped somehow? Feels like it should escape. Let's do it. Maybe a bit of a lazy conclusion on my part, but I can put the knight on d6. Maybe he can attack it with rook d8 at some point. Here I was even thinking bishop e... or not bishop e3. What am I thinking? Bishop e3, he just plays queen takes b7. Yeah, let's just pull the knight to d6. It's kind of cut off from home. But should be alright. Mito Fanta says, John, we are missing your YouTube videos. Yup. Pretty busy at the moment, but I'm still going to be posting. Now, dare I take on f6 and then take d5? I think that's going to get me pinned. Oh, and I have no time. Also, there's no increment in this game. Let's see how fast I can play. I'll try to play b4 next move. This is what I was saying at the outset, guys. Oh, I didn't even make a move there. I thought I had played bishop takes e4. Guess not. Well, e4 was hanging. Could have taken that. Take it. Got to go for the kill, guys. Really go for the kill. That was kind of an insult to chess, those last 10 moves or so. But hey, desperate times. Desperate times. I just proceeded to hang about 5 of my pieces in a row. He kept positioning them well to take me. Area 51 says, faster. I tried my best. Sorry, Conti Yellow. Thank you for the game, though. All right. Mental note, watch the no increment challenges, like Cronniss here. Let's do it, Cronniss. Okay. Let's play g6. Maybe we can get a proper Genji Indian. Ooh, knight c3. You don't encounter that move too often. Usually white's going to go e4. No. Okay, he's playing it London style. Fair enough. Let's play d6. And knight d7. With e5 aspirations. Or I could just play it like a Pirtz. But let's play e5. Hanging Garden there, a lot to pick off. Yeah, exactly, right. If you throw enough pieces at your opponent, and they can only take them one at a time, you know, sometimes good things happen. Let's play knight f6. Knight e7 also possible. Maybe I can go to g4, though, with this knight. Not a big expert on these setups, gotta be honest. Let's play rook e8. That way on bishop h6, I can play bishop h8 if I want. And now, let's try to start a pawn storm. I saw an interesting game at the Isle of Man today. It went knight f3, d5, g3, knight d7, d4, and then knight b6. I think Karyakin was white, and he was playing another Russian grandmaster. I don't remember which one. And I had never seen that line before. Quick knight d7, knight b6. So getting the knight to b6 already on move 3. Pretty unusual. Okay, let's play b5. And I think black was better in that game. Karyakin sacrificed a piece for a few pawns, but it looked like black was better. Mr. Mental Floss says, I would love to see what you play against the Dunst opening, one knight c3. I wonder if you would transpose into the Richter-Veresov or the Vienna game, perhaps something I haven't seen. Yeah, knight c3 has always struck me as a little inflexible. Let's play a5. I'm going to try to go a5, a4, then b4, so he can't play knight a4. Hello, Renee. Shumenzel, thank you for tuning in on YouTube. Shout out to the Chess Doctors for the raid on Twitch. Thank you, Chess Doctors. Okay, so how much do I care about the dark square bishop? I think I'm going to keep it just to make it harder for white to attack me. But I'm still going to try to continue with my plan. A4, B4, etc. Thanks again, Chess Doctors. I'm going to check out your stream after this. Fuxia says that was Alexienko, and he won. Wow, okay, so he beat Karyakin. Not an easy feat. But yeah, check out that game if you guys are curious about that line in particular. All right, b4, so he's going to play knight e2, and then I want to go b3 and try to bash through here. It's not going to be easy, though. White's going to close it down. Maybe I should even wait to play that. Maybe I should play something like queen here first. Tense position. Now knight c1, okay. Maybe knight c5? Let's try that. I've got f6 guarded. I'm attacking e4. Bishop e3 would pin me, but I can always escape it with queen a5. Okay, take. And did Magnus win? Okay, bishop c4. Bishop e6. There's also knight takes e4. That pawn is hanging, isn't it? Just browsing for tactics, but I don't see any for white. Looks like I can take this safely. Then I even have fun stuff like knight c3. If white moves, let's say queen e2. Taking on f2 looks a little too dangerous. Let's say queen e2, knight takes f2, I'd run into bishop e3. So you don't want to get too overextended. But knight c3, on the other hand, looks nice. Pawn takes, I get to take with check. White has to block on b3. Magnus did win, okay. And how did Fabiano do? Yeah, I like the look of this. He's got to take it. I wonder if it was even possible to play queen takes f2. And then queen takes... So queen takes f2 here, queen takes e4, bishop f5. Looks a little sketchy, though. Maybe he has something like rook over. Okay, Cronniss resigned, but it wasn't resignable yet, Cronniss. I mean, yeah, you're in trouble here. Let's say you go knight b3. But it's not yet a slam dunk for black. Mr. McBasketball. But thanks for the game. Let's play Big Boy. You're up, big boy. Play e4. Haven't played any e4 yet today. Wow, Fabiano won. Okay, so he did grind out that win against David Anton. Yep, I saw that Wang Hao. Ooh, all right. Big boy playing my opening. He plays it with knight f6. Yeah, knight f6 is the more enterprising move. You could consider it against the capture on d5. This is an interesting way of playing for white. You've basically given black a free move with bishop d7, but that blocks their queen. I think bishop g4 is a bit more promising there, because here I can just take this, and black's playing a pure gambit at this point. But how could we expect anything less from Big Boy? d4, is bishop g4 an issue? No, I think I can play f3 there, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. RPG says, playing the Scandi against John is quite a power move. Yeah, asserting the Scandi dominance. Let's play bishop d3. And now I'll play knight f3. If bishop takes f3, queen takes f3, queen takes d4, I can play stuff like bishop b5, for instance. Bishop h5. Okay, it's castle. Chess Doctor said, currently Wang Hao is leading the pack on tiebreaks. Yeah, Anand didn't seem like he played his best game today. Looked kind of reckless, to be honest. Let's play c3 here. Maybe queen a4 ideas. Because Anand lost on the white side of a Petrov against Wang Hao. Yeah, let's give this check. This looks like an annoying check. Knight c6, knight e5. Jinkia says, hey, John, hope you've shaken off the rust and don't hang your queen. I will try. Trying to avoid the queen hangs. Let's take, just to set him a little trap. If rook takes, there's bishop b5. So he correctly takes with the pawn. I don't really want to take a7. I feel like that pawn is just not worth capturing at the moment. I just want to develop. And go to c4 or b3 or... Let's play here. He can maybe play c5, though, and try to offload his pawn. Makes some sense. And Ollie in the Chess24 chat says that a Banter Blitz match just started. Dmitry Gordievsky versus Tamaz Banush. There's some tough first-round matchups in the Banter Blitz Cup. Anand has a tragic history with the Petrov. Yeah, he's famous for that game against Zapata, right? Where he lost in 6 moves. Because he was repeating theory that was supposed to be okay, but actually loses a piece. It's a funny game. Played in, I want to say, 88. That game was e4, e5, knight f3, knight f6, knight takes e5, d6, knight f3, knight takes e4, knight c3. And then there was some previous game, I think, with Tony Miles involved, where black played bishop f5 there, and it ended up being a draw. So Anand played bishop f5 as black at that point, and Zapata played queen e2, which is just winning a piece. And Anand immediately resigned because on queen e7, there's knight d5. And black is indeed losing a lot of material. So look up that game if you're curious. Future world champion losing in 6 moves. Okay. I feel like b4 is a decent move to clamp here. Just stop c5. "100 opening traps you must know," says Fuxia. Yes, indeed. Rook d8, solid. Maybe bishop g5. This would be normal-ish for a Scandi, except that black doesn't have a b-pawn. If there was a pawn on b7, maybe black would be doing all right. Let's take here. Okay, how do I increase my advantage? This knight's going to come back to d5. I think that much is clear. I think I'm just going to pull this queen back. I don't see a whole lot of value to it being on a4. If he plays a5, I can play knight c4, fork the queen and the pawn. But yeah, I would like to stop him from playing c5 and a5 here. Let's play rook e1. Knight f6. Well, now let's start to push over here a little bit. a5. Again, he might instinctively play a5, but then I have knight c4. Got to watch that time. Yeah, and he does play a5, but now I win this pawn. A lot of people, their instinct when you push a pawn on a wing is to meet you by pushing their pawn in as well. And, you know, sometimes it will be correct to do that, but that's why I didn't want to commit to knight c4 first. It's a little more mysterious, gives him a chance to blunder. Clive the Red Devil says Miles had agreed to draw beforehand. He saw queen e2, but did not play it. Oh, that's an interesting backstory. Okay. Who was Miles playing? So they had a prearranged draw, you're saying? The Tony Miles biography, which that anecdote might have been in it. If anyone's read that before, it's a really interesting book. It's published after he died. The book is called It's Only Me, which is an anagram of Tony Miles' name. I really enjoyed that book. Very quirky style, Tony Miles. So, trying to probe here. H4, H5. Ooh, now I can take, though. It feels like black's position's collapsing because E6 becomes too weak. But I got to make sure my time situation doesn't collapse. I had knight D7, too. That was a fork on the queen and the rook. Although I really like my knight at C5, so... Alright, let's take. He's going to play rook takes F7. And now take here. Got F2 guarded. So no problem there. Yeah, and I feel like the queen trade must be good for me. Let's just solidly defend this pawn. This might be excessively cautious, but there's no reason to even allow him to take C3. Let's go here. I don't want knight E2 to be played. Now I'm going to push this guy. Got to pick up the pace a little bit, though, John. We'll go here. Go after his knight. Okay. Well, I survived another time scramble. A repertoire against the Scandinavian by Lawrence Trent. Chess24 wants me to watch that. Maybe I should publish a counter repertoire to that. I do have a Scandinavian course on Chessable, if you guys are interested. It's on the Queen D8 Scandi. Thanks for the game, big boy. Yeah, so against this bishop b5, bishop c4 idea, you want to play your bishop to either f5 or g4. I think b5 is also a move, if I'm not mistaken. But I think c6, you probably just don't get as much compensation as you would like here. I think the way you played it, when I played d4, probably bishop g4 here is your best attempt to try to attack d4 twice, but I was going to play f3 followed by knight e2, but at least this way, f3 is not a very desirable move for me. It kind of softens up my king side in this diagonal. So maybe you can do something against that. Thank you for the game. Who do we have next? We have Area 51, 2720. Take it easy on me, guys. I'm getting paired up at this point. All right, good luck, Area 51. 3 minute, I think no increment. No increment, no mercy. All right, let's play this. I tried to be creative against the exchange Slav earlier today. Very quick queen b6. Well, let's attack his queen, see where he goes with it. And play a3. And I might play the bishop back to f4. Let's say he plays e6. Yeah, I might play it back. The exchange Slav is a good practical weapon, in my opinion. Certainly annoying for black. Yeah, I am reading three chats here, trying to keep an eye on Twitch, YouTube, and the Chess24 chat. Okay, I can drop knight c5 at any moment, but I feel like I want to play maybe h3. Unless he's going to play queen a5 check. Just debating if that's a problem for me. Probably is. Okay, let's play knight c5. Got to be a little bit quicker. That was a 25-second move. This position should be a little bit better for me. Two bishops. Queen c2. Guard b2, battery against h7. And now let's castle. Okay, so things stabilizing nicely here. Be able to meet knight h5 with bishop h2. If knight e7 here trying to trade, bishop c7 is a nice looking move, but I'm not sure it does much after queen a7. He wants knight d7. Well, that's all right. We can just pull the rook back to c3. Yeah, this is a pretty ideal setup for white. A lot of pressure here. Again, bishop c7. What does it really do? Let's play it, though. Looks like it keeps him under pressure. Knight e5 now, maybe? Or queen b3, perhaps? Let's try queen b3. I don't need everything on the c file. I can try to target this b6 square. Okay, let's go here. Oof, this is starting to look kind of asphyxiating. Maybe it's not so bad. Maybe you can play something like queen there, yeah. Looks a little tough for him to move, though. I'm going to take. Not sure if this is the best decision, but doing it anyways. Let's go here. And he's playing faster than I am at this point, so got to change that a bit. Looking for some sort of bishop takes a6 shot if I get a chance. Let's play b3. Maybe queen e7 or queen d6 even. Could try to put my queen on e5. Looks pretty annoying for him. Let's take. First stop any play down the file here. Yeah, this move looks very annoying. Because now he's got bishop e7 to worry about and g4, g5. Okay, maybe he's surviving, though. Maybe that didn't do much for me. All right, it's an endgame. Where I'm winning a pawn. Oh, okay. All right, Area 51, thanks for the game. Yeah. I had the dark square pressure for quite a while on this one. Maybe I missed something, though, right around here. Queen d8. Looks very awkward for black, but perhaps there's nothing. g4 looked thematic, trying to threaten g5, but he just sidestepped, and now he's threatening knight takes g4, and I don't think I'm better after that. So I might have misplayed things right around here. But yeah, that's kind of a typical exchange Slav middle game where if white gets some pressure, they have this nagging advantage. All right. Well, thank you guys. That will be our last game because we are at an hour and a half now. That was a lot of fun. Appreciate everyone who tuned in today and challenged me. Congrats to Galactic, by the way. Galactic was the only one who took a half point from me, although there should have been others, especially with my time management at various junctures. Thanks, McTall. Thanks, Fuchsia. Yep. Appreciate you modding, Fuchsia. I'll be back again soon, trying to do these banter blitzes every week or 2 weeks. So thanks to everyone following on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Chess24. We'll be back again soon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Have a good one. Bye.